Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching The Vampire Diaries Season 7 Episode 1. Hopefully guys are excited as I am, because the finale, the last two episodes of last season was mad. Literally, it was so mad. So much went on. Elena, it looks like she's gone. She's left the series now. It's a sad day, honestly. It really is. It's going to change the whole dynamic, shift the whole show into a new direction. It's going to be crazy. One of like the founding members, the founding families, Elena Gilbert, is not here anymore. Now, she's not dead, which obviously I thought she was going to die, and I kind of like that she didn't, because there's always a chance that somebody can come back. She's just linked with Bonnie. Kai linked a spell to Bonnie, so pretty much if Bonnie's alive, Elena's asleep. When Bonnie dies, Elena wakes. It's interesting. Now, for Elena, in terms of this situation, the only person when she wakes that she'll miss is Bonnie, realistically, is it not? Because everybody else is a vampire. Oh, and she'll miss Jeremy as well, and Matt, they'll die, and Bonnie. Because when she wakes, Damon and Stefan and Caroline, they'll be the same age, and Tyler, who's transitioned into a wolf now, they'll be the same age, so she'll kind of be in the same vibe with the people, but she'll just miss Bonnie. Kai's a savage, man. He took out Joe the episode before, and the babies as well, man. Literally really bad. And then obviously he then killed himself, which was crazy. Took out all the Gemini, literally all of them died. Asliff was dying outside, you know, she was laying next to Tyler. He had something stabbed in him. She said, look, Ty, I've killed someone for you, and I give you a second chance. We can't waste it. We cannot waste it. I'm going to die anyway. Just do it. Take it, man, to kill me. That's what Tyler done. I don't blame him. It was either both die together or stay alive. She was dead. She was full on dead anyway. There was nothing that could happen. So he saved himself. The love that she showed to him, I was going to say showing it back, but he killed her. he transitioned. Now, the interesting thing here is that he transitioned, and then in his wolf form, he ran around and he bit Kai. Mental. He bit Kai. He was literally like going through the stages. All right, it does when it starts infecting him. Then he decided, Kai went in a conversation, and it's like, do you know what? This is magic. I'm just going to siphon it. Boom, siphon the venom out. Now, I think that was amazing, me. I would love to see more of that. It's absolutely amazing. So shocking. Siphon the pain right out of him, and then pretty much, boom, fired Bonnie against the wall. It's like he smashed and cracked her back, mate. She's down there on the floor. She's got internal bleeding or something. Lungs collapsing. I don't know. She was out anyway. Damon come. He was there. That is when, obviously, he told him that they're linked, Bonnie and Elena are linked together, and he has a choice. He can either let Bonnie die, Elena can awake, or save Bonnie and let Elena just rest. Well, looked like Damon was going to continue to do what he always does and put Elena first, and he left Bonnie on the floor. It looked pretty sad, actually. Bonnie looked devastated because she couldn't move. She was like, she can move her eyes, but she couldn't physically say and do anything. Damon walked off. Kai was like, is that it? Literally, just going to leave you here dying. Like, I thought I was going to get something better than that. Well, what could come better, mate? Damon come round the back, boom, karate chopped his head right off, killed him, ran over, said to Bonnet, mate, I'm not done with you yet. I've not give you all my nicknames or something. Fed him his blood. And do you know what? Good twist. I always actually thought Damon was going to do that. I don't know why. Obviously, it goes against Damon doing everything for Elena, but I just thought it would have been too savage to leave Bonnie there after the relationship that they established with each other this season. And in my personal opinion, he done the right thing. He actually did. He done the right thing. He saved Bonnie. And then Elena got her good send-off. Everyone went round. Everyone gave her some good memories. Well, actually, did they go inside her head? And he was giving, and she was thanking them all. Literally, we had a good one with Bonnie, with the flowers, with Matt. Here lies Elena Gilbert. You know, she even had one with Tyler. Then we had a Stefan one. She was just thanking him for everything that they'd done. And then we had Damon, which was really nice. He was dancing. He was in the street. He was going around. While that was happening, Stefan went to speak to Caroline as well. He was saying, look, you had a list of all the things when you fell for me. I fell for you. All this stuff, listed it out. It was really good. And he was saying, when you need me, I'm going to be here for you. And just know that when you're ready, I'll be ready. And we could get together. That's pretty much what he said. Anyway, loved it. And then we'll finish with Lily. Her crew are back. Kai obviously brought them back. Now, are they called the Heretics? I think that's what they're called. Hopefully I'm not butchering that. The Heretics are back. we didn't see them do anything. She just hugged him, or she was like, come here, and he was all walking, and then we got like a bum flash into the future. It was all black. Mystic Falls looked like it'd been smashed up. Matt was driving in the police car. It said sheriff on it. And Damon was stood at the top of the clock tower looking down as if to say, what the hell's been going on? And then we finished. So I'm saying these heretic people are going to F things up this season. And I can't wait to find out. So thanks for clicking on my video today. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash a like. It really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode. Three years from now. Oh, what?
Wake the hell up!
Oh, whoa, what an interesting start.
Dear Elena, Damon said the best way to keep his mind off you was to help Alaric grieve. He kidnapped Rick and flew him to Europe for a bad getaway. Obviously, we didn't send him there without a chaperone. Drinking now.
Oh, Bonnie's hair is longer again.
Watching out for Alaric. Matt will officially be Deputy Donovan next week when he graduates.
What you writing?
What are you doing here?
Matt reported some blood bags missing from the hospital, so I thought I'd check it out.
How's Damon?
Well, if the last time he sat around waiting decades for a girl, I am worried.
You're worried.
True story.
Well, I told you how I felt about you, and now it's weird.
No.
You just asked about my brother, who you hate. No awkward silence.
Damon. Okay, it's a thing.
You live your life, you heal, and in the meantime, we're friends. Happy writing.
Thank you.
Caroline looks really nice there.
Dear Diary, I'm in hell. I don't fit in here, nor do I want to.
Oh, whoa.
Okay, it's not like anyone saw us, right?
Zane, we can't
Isn't
just
it?
leave her here. She's not
We
moving.
just smoked a joint, okay? I'm high as a freaking kite.
As I was saying, complete and utter hell.
That's interesting. This is interesting, me. She's a heretic then, I'm assuming. She sounds posh, British. And Enzo was British, he found in Southampton and they went on the ship. Now, if you're that guy, right, who's just hit her and you don't want to go to jail, mate, you'd go in there 2-3 times longer if you fled the scene of the crime, mad guy.
Lily sequestered us away in some musty, abandoned house. This is ludicrous.
Nora's right. How long are we to live on 3 sips a day?
And here we thought we could have a family meal in peace.
Cameras just the vibes, everything's changed, like literally. Like, look how bright and vibrant it is now.
Dear Elena, halfway across Europe, and they're still drunk. I'm gonna go rent a bike, see the city, like a normal tourist.
I don't need a babysitter, Damon.
This isn't about what you need, Rick.
So my misery is merely a convenient distraction for you. I'm glad you're here, buddy.
Stuck here, starving ourselves, pretending like we're not the strongest people on the planet.
Our appetite for murder drew unwanted attention and then got us imprisoned for 100 years. Our way of living did not work.
Some horrible teenagers plowed me down in their automobile. The little monsters left me for dead. I acted like roadkill because we're governed by a pacifist who'd rather see her children hurt than stand up for themselves.
Who needs the rest of the world, right? We have each other.
Mrs. Spark.
That's Matos Meltos.
You thought about doing the right thing, then you just left her there.
Lily needs to learn that heretics aren't designed to coexist.
Really? Be more vain.
You know what, like, I've got to say, this is what I've got to say, right? I say it all the time anyway. I only like cocky people that back it up. So far, they're annoying me because they're too cocky. Now, that doesn't mean anything to me right now. As in, my opinion doesn't matter because I don't know these characters. So the more they kill people, the more they take pictures, the more they gloat, the more they love it, the more they show me, the more I like them. You know, I like people that make a statement and then they back it up. They don't hide in the wind. They don't, you know, they don't scurry around. They own it. That's why I like Damon so much. He does it, he owns it, he tells you, he laughs, he loves it. If these do it as well, then I like them. If they don't, and they kind of like, you know, they kill people then just run around and hide and just like, then that would annoy me. Oh, that's a savage death. Look at that.
It's gotta be the heretics.
It sounds like you said Mom got her family of crazies back.
I need Rick to tell me how to make a bomb.
Okay, great. Well, the party's over.
I mean, if we want to take them out, we have to do it all at once.
Well, I'm gonna have to call you back from a less populated place.
Lily won. We did everything to stop her. She actually got her family back. Lena wants you to live your life.
Bon, if you're gonna be here, you don't get to play the what would Elena do game. Janky ass bourbon in my time, but this is...
It's tea.
If you ever seen this done before?
What is it?
That's not important. Can you commune with my wife and tell her that I have
Need a mystical tether to access the spirit.
This is her wedding ring.
I just had a very powerful feeling. She loved you. Unconditional.
Do you get off on this? Preying on the hope of miserable people. That ring is a fake, you dick!
I'll say, right, again, if there's people like this guy in real life lying, I just don't get it. Like he just said, you get off on it. I just don't. You're taking money off people and giving them false hope. Like I just don't get it. People like that are low, man. Literally, really, really low. Now I do believe there's real psychics out there. I do believe that, but I was sitting here watching it, thinking, come on, man, like give some details. Like say what does she look like? Say about the babies. I wanted it to be real. To be fair, I wanted to have like Joe in the corner. Do you know what I mean? Like, and he was speaking to her and we could see it. That would have been really good. Now, I'm intrigued with this Alaric. You know, he's pretending that he's drunk and he's going off and he's doing this. How fascinating is that? And first of all, can we look at this camera here, this shot, for example? I'm not saying it's great, but we've never had this in any of the seasons ever. We've only got Mystic Falls now. We look at it, we're expanding the world.
The crime for the prettiest girl at the bar to sit alone. Keep me away.
Oh, is that a haircut?
Toilet train a new batch of orphan puppies. Well, in the meantime, you've summoned me to New York.
During my captivity, a very dear possession I thought was lost when our ship from England was torched was discovered.
Why do you want it?
If anyone discovered you were looking for it, you might be in danger.
Oh no, I need better answers than that.
I stood by you when your own sons abandoned you.
What happened to that sick boy I met on the boat?
The boy. It's not your errand, boy.
Yes.
On your own damn rock.
Did you say you're willing to see my children or for what they truly are? Like, mate, these are not the bad guys. Your new family are the bad guys. How crazy is that she thinks these are worse than them? That's mental, that. Blinded, as the Weeknd would say, by the light.
So if we're going to do this, now is our window. So show me how this works.
Are you sure that you want to do this?
Seen your picture, they'll recognize you immediately. Welcome to Mystic Falls. I'm Caroline. I'm your neighbor from down the block. Is this the original hardwood?
It's a gargantuan hellhole. No one gives a damn about the floor.
Put this right over here.
You're gonna try and buy it, huh?
I do love that jacket. That would look entirely better on you.
Caroline, we should really get going to that barbecue.
Give me your jacket.
Here, take my jacket.
It's getting interesting now.
You forgot to tell her how good she looks.
Okay, interesting. Really interesting.
And you're slow.
Oh, I'm slow. You spent the last few weeks in Europe with a guy pretending to be drunk and you didn't even notice. Straight.
Did you just hesitate to save my life?
You're right, Bon. Had I done nothing, Elena would be here and it would all be grand.
I'm not gonna spend the rest of my life thinking that you resent me.
But I lost Elena too, Damon. You're stuck with me.
I was gonna say, well, I'm gonna say it, but the situation quickly changed. Am I the only one that's shipping these two together? I said it last season, man. I'm feeling it. I got the vibes all the way through last season. Now, obviously, he loves Elena. He does love her. But I have got vibes between Damon and Bonnie, man. I actually have proper vibes. I just think they'd be sick. They actually would be sick together. Like, do you see the way they looked at each other then when he pinned her against the car and he looked at her like Bonnie was like into it, and then obviously we rapidly got out of that situation in terms of the negative side. Every time I see you, you're not Elena. But I don't care about that. I'm glossing over it, mate. I'm looking for these little picks here and there. It would excite me. It'd be a massive twist.
If you weren't too attached to that house, we'd blow it into a pile of ash with your family inside.
Centuries-old heretics. World-weary survivalists. Eviscerated from the planet in one fell swoop. Run.
Yes. Love it.
Graduating class of new deputies.
What a happy little town this is. It's the 21st century.
Deputy.
We can hold hands now.
Oh my god, is this your first date in public?
Oh, they could do magic. Who the killing?
Deputy Matthew Donovan.
So Fatina ignus et ignus mortifina. Incendium.
Come on, fire. Oh, here we go.
Hello, neighbor.
fought tirelessly to reunite us. How dare you jeopardize that? Bloodshed ends now.
It's a start, innit, mate? It's the start of the reckoning, mate. Everyone's dying.
God, what are you looking at?
There's a splinter embedded in my neck.
And I just don't see a world where Mystic Falls survives a war between us and them. Dear Elena, when you wake up, Mystic Falls will look nothing like you remember.
We made up a story. Mining fire erupted in the tunnels under the town.
Faster and stronger than any of us, and they're willing to tear our town apart.
So Stefan negotiated a deal. He got time to clear out the residents, and in return, anyone who trespassed was fair game for the heretics.
Drove out businesses, boarded up homes, closed off the town to traffic.
Oh,
But I think
the mansion.
Stefan sacrificed the most.
Pick a room. There are plenty.
Whether we like it or not, we'll share our town. We'll live side by side with our enemies.
What are you doing with my mom's bench?
Saw it here, and I thought I'd put it in safekeeping. Not sure if you've noticed, but things are getting glum around here.
One day you're helping Lily, the next you're here being nice.
It's hard for him, man. He's struggling to fit in everywhere. Now, I've got to say, Enzo looks good this season. I'm liking him. His jawline's a bit more, like, I don't know, pointier. His hair's a bit more cleaner. And I hope he picks Stefan and Damon's side and Caroline's. I'll say Stefan and Elena. I'm so used to just whipping Elena after it. I hope he picks the right side, man, because I don't know what these heretics and Lily's game is. She's after this ball that Alaric had that he was trying to contact Joe with, which is interesting. Yeah, I just want him to be on the right side. I want him to be with the brothers, and I want him to be a good person.
How's Europe?
Rick was kind of meh on the Mona Lisa. Anything I should know about?
Nah.
Well, I'm back. Want to tell me who the hell's living in our house?
The whole town would have been slaughtered.
So we killed them and called it a day.
We already tried that. Look, what's done is done. Do not mess this up.
Stefan hangs up his hero hair for the girl.
You know, Elena wanted you to be happy, but if she wakes up and everyone she loves is dead, do you think that she'd be able to forgive that?
Bonnie, hey! I didn't know you were back.
We need to stop them.
They had been stopped, Bon. Trade Kai, he let them out, and I got to bury all my buddies from the sheriff's department.
Oh, I wonder if the end scene of season 6 then was just the start scene of this.
What are you doing here?
There was a heretic clipping his gnarly heretic toenails in my master.
Do you know how long 3 seconds are?
You're my best friend. I do know how long 3 seconds are.
Checking.
And I will wait for her. You stuck with me too.
I want to fight.
Yes, Bonnie.
I want our town back.
How Damon ended up in a box, that's what I want to know. What happened to him? How did they put him down? Because he's not daggered. He was, because Stefan fed him his blood. They drained him of his blood. They drained him of any blood consumption. That must have been what it is. And he shriveled up to the same as what they did. And then they buried him. Or put him in the coffin. It's interesting how we're going to get to that situation from where we are now. Now, I hope Bonnie is a beast. Like, we've seen her, she's really strong when she was fighting Klaus, and then obviously she lost her powers, she's regained them. I would love these heretics to go after Bonnie and think that they're stronger than her, and they're not. That would make my day. I would love it.
Trespassers are free reign, friend.
Siphoning.
You are nothing if I take your magic.
Damon's coming. One's down. Exciting, man.
Well, what would Sheriff Forbes do?
She would protect human life at any cost.
Well, then no. I don't think we're making a mistake.
I thought I would heal from my mom's death. One day I would be ready to move on. I'm never gonna stop missing her.
What you can do is you can forgive yourself for trying to be happy during the bad parts. I'm gonna go board up the front door.
She really, yeah, I was gonna say she wants him, man.
My mom's dead. The whole town is destroyed, but when I'm with you, I'm happy.
Yes, Caroline, she's gone for it.
Hospital policy says we can only keep the body cold 30 days. Once you bury a body, the grieving process begins.
I'm planning on bringing her back to life. Can I see her, please?
Shouldn't hide your scar, Bo.
Oh, it's Malcolm. Help! Oh my God. Malcolm? Oh, my sweet boy.
They don't know, do they? If they say they know, they're guessing. They are guessing. Now, it's interesting because, obviously, is that guy that's just got the cross on his neck? He's not spoken. I feel like he can't speak. Did he make reference to sort of that at the start when he was all sat round, he was drinking his tea? And it's like he's got a vow of silence or something. But it's interesting. Now, that girl who first got hit by the car, these two girls, they're lesbians, aren't they? They're together. They was taking a mick. Maybe you go out and try and find someone who's going to love you. But then I was getting vibes between them two there. Do you know what I mean? It's like the siblings. They all go out with each other, but they're not real blood life siblings. It seems like a family that has just been misjointed from everywhere and pulled together, and then they've got feelings. It'd be interesting. Isn't it funny? Damon's back one day, killed one. Do you know what I mean? With the help of Bonnie, though. Got to admit, with the help of Bonnie. Tag teammate, Damon. I'm loving him.
What is it with everyone's incessant need to write down every single feeling? Word on the street is that one of Lily's magical elves lost his heart.
Well, who killed him? Because we had a deal.
Yeah, trust is a fickle thing.
I need to call
Told you not to bother me until Elena was away.
She's
back.
The score.
Who is it?
Open up this blank.
What the hell? Do you know what? I've got to say, right? These scenes in... Not Mystic... So, I think every scene that we've had that's not been around the Heretics has not felt like the Vampire Diaries. It feels like a new show. It does. Like, I feel like they've lost Elena, so they're like, new show, new dynamic, new cameras, new cities, new places, locations, colours, people, the pace of it. It just feels really new and different. Like that there, Damon waking up, they got the city in the background, they turn it, bam, 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 getting shot. It reminds me of Arrow. Now, I understand that, I believe this is made by CW, and Arrow is made by CW. So it fits. It does fit. It makes sense. But I like it. I actually do like it. Now, I like how Damon's come back and killed her. How's Damon got in that box? He said, don't wake me as well until Elena was ready or whatnot. Is he willingly put himself in there? How? It actually is fascinating. I might be stupid, yeah. I've been getting confused with this 3 years from now. Like, 3 years from now, as in that storyline where Damon's just killed someone 3 years from now. You know, I just think that wording, I just might be dead simple. So where Stefan flipped that coffin up and he shot it, is that 3 years ahead of where Enzo's just stabbed Caroline? I mean, injected her. Is that right? I'm hoping it is. Because if it's not, it's confusing. Because it was at the start as well. They said 3 years from now at the start. But did we just start with Stefan running into Damon? And so then when it said 3 years from now, I was like, now? Where's now? Do you know what I mean? So, and that just might be me being stupid. You guys are definitely clear that up for me. Okay, and that's going to wrap up today's video. So I think it's been a really interesting start, to season 7. We've got, like I just mentioned then, I feel like the show has changed its pace. It's changed the cameras. It's changed the colours, the locations. Like, when we've done a transition from scene to scene, it like zoomed out. We had a skylight, you know, like a shot of the city, and then boom, into a new scene. And another one, we zoomed out. We had a shot of a bridge into a new scene. That is just new. That's new for this show. Now, I like the new locations. I think it feels really good when you're not in the same place all the time. Not that it bores me, but I think as soon as you see, like, oh, we're somewhere new, it feels new. And it's like, oh, what's going on? You know, like, it made it look like it was in Amsterdam. They might have been. Did look like it. And it's like, wow, outside, we've travelled, you know, in a new location. It's good. Rick, he's trying to get Joel back. I'm definitely invested in that, mate. Literally. He's gone to a, what would you call it, a psychic. One of them has robbed her first wedding ring. That's brutal. When he was trying to get the medium to speak to her. Gone to a second one, give a fake one. He was chatting. Rick's done him in. Don't blame him. Now he's got this red little rock thing. And Lily, she wants it. She got Enzo, but she tried to recruit him to find it. He asked what it is. She said, nah, mate, it's a family matter. I said, well, is he not technically family? Even he asked that question. And then, you know, he went to, later on in the episode, he had a conversation with Caroline. She was saying, look, are you good or you bad, mate? I don't even know. Thing is, I don't trust her. She don't trust her. You just got to pick a side, Enzo. Literally, pick a side. Well, it turns out, to me, he's picked the wrong side. He's picked Lily and the Heretics. And I get it. I do get it. As in, they're the people that transitioned him. She's the one that he feels like he's side to. You know what? I'm impressed with me saying that, actually, because it does make good sense, that analogy. he feels sorry to her. He's going there and he's chose them. Now, I like the fact that Damon's come back, no shits with Bonnie. Took 5 minutes, took one out. Now, I would like to see, I wish I could see how all of them got out of the house when Caroline blew it up. There was 3 seconds left and he still managed to get out. Now, how? You know, I know they fast, but it's just like, how, man? Literally, how did they get out? But they showed that they displayed the dominance, haven't they? They displayed the witch powers and the vampire powers all in one. Dragged that girl back. Actually, she was running, got the car door open and hit her. I thought that was good, me. I actually did think it was good. Hit her, dragged her across the floor, bit her, tied them up, left them strung upside down. Madness. So these people, we've lost one. We've still got a couple left. Now, this guy had a scar crossing his neck. Later on in the last episode, Stefan had a cross on his chest there, and it's like, what's going on? Now, to me, the person who was at that door looked like Elena. Now, it looked like Catherine. It is Elena. It looked like when Catherine was fighting Matt when she was aging, and she had her hair. You know, she was in that tracksuit and she had the cap on, and her hair was like flopping out. That's what it looked like to me. But it's interesting, man. Like, there's lots of questions. So actually, there's lots of questions. How's Damon got inside this box, and how's he drained of his blood? Has he willingly done it? He wants to be reborn when Elena's back, but technically he can't die anyway, so he could just literally stay and hang around and chilling. Now I'm gonna cast my rod, literally throw my rock and let it ripple in the pond, and say I'm interested to see the dynamic that we get in between Damon and Bonnie. Damon, I said it last season. Definitely, I've said it, that obviously I get relationship vibes off these now. Obviously, I know that he's hardcore in love with Elena, so he would never have cheated on her with Bonnie. But Stefan's dropped this comment in as well. He said, look, you know, Elena wanted you to be happy and move on with your life, and that means getting new relationships. He actually said that. That was dropped in. Now, why would you put that in if it's not going to play no significance? Just a little thing like that. And I think the Damon and Bonnie connection is on point. I love it. I think they're so good together. All the scenes are great. They remind me of... I feel like they act like a couple already. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing to be established. You got your respect. They do love each other. Right, okay, let's just pretend they don't love each other in an intimate way, but they love each other. So they respect each other, they love each other, they hate each other, they bicker, they fight, they come back, they apologise. They just... feels like a couple to me anyway, or got all traits to be one. I would love to see this going forward, because it'd be a massive twist that I would never have expected. Not in season 1, 2, 3, 4, and only... oh, not even 5 either, on 7 now. Only started in season 6 when he was locked on the prison world, and it's just blossomed rapidly from there, and it really excites me. I like the fact that Caroline has gone in. She said it, I won't be... well, she didn't say it, but she's like, you make me happy, Stefan. And then she went in for the kiss, and she made the move. It's great stuff. Now, I don't know if they slept together. We didn't see that, but that is how their first time should have been. Not with the humanity turned off, not with a care in the world attacking somebody. It should be like this. Both of them, like, happy, loving each other, in the right moment. Love it. Camera was nice. Good scenery. And, yeah... I really like them. I ship them. I want them to stay together now. Like I said, there's only 2 seasons left. This and one more. Let's run with it. Go with Damon and Bonnie, which would be random. Go with Stefan and Caroline. I don't know where Tyler was this episode. I'm interested to see where we go with Matt. They evacuated the town. He's the sheriff, it looks like. And I think it was a good decision to evacuate the town, to be honest. It's an easy way to say, look, don't come back. We had a gas, whatever's. It's not safe for 50 years. Easy way. Anyone that comes back's fair game, you know. You've warned everyone. She's compelled everyone. If you come back, you're lost, you know. So it's kind of good. I'm liking it. Damon's lost his house. He's getting it back. He's going after them. And yeah, these people, they interest me. They do tap people in broad daylight, and they're quite confident as well. So if we get more of it, I'll like them. Right now, they're on my annoying side. But, you know, give everyone a chance. Meet everyone. Kai come in. You know what, he's kind of annoying, wasn't he, when he first come in and he tapped Damon in the store, and then look how fast he just went bam, 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 3 episodes in. What a guy. Literally like one of my favourites. So these guys, I'm going to give them their time. Can't wait to watch the next one. Thanks for clicking my video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.